All right, today we're going to take a look at sharing your calendar in Outlook. And many of you may ask, why would I want to share my calendar in Outlook? Well, when suggesting times for meetings and appointments with your teammates and with fellow staff, it's a lot easier to be able to see your availability and make a determination on when the best time for a meeting would be. And the only way you can do that is if you can see what their availability is. So in order to share a calendar on Outlook, what you're going to do is open up your Outlook email. As this is a calendar function, you are going to go to the calendar icon. And once here, you're probably going to see your individual calendar right here, and you won't see anything else if you haven't shared anything. But to get to that sharing point, you're going to go to the Home button at the top ribbon. And once up there, when the ribbon comes up, off to the right, there's an option to share your calendar. Go ahead and click that, and it comes up with what looks like an email message. And this is where you can do either of two things. You can either send your calendar or share your calendar with somebody. And for that, you would just type their name into the To section of here. So for this, I will bring our friend Heather back into the fold. The subject is sharing your invitation, Robert Smith calendar. If you would like to also see their calendar in return, there is an option right under the To function to request permission to view the recipient's calendar. This button will say allow recipient to view your calendar. This should already be checked. I wouldn't uncheck it because otherwise you're not really sharing anything if you send a share request and you don't allow them to see your calendar. The default for the details, this is where all the people that are a little nervous or think that maybe we're spying on you, this will put you to rest. This shows that you're only doing the availability only of your calendar. So they're not seeing what exactly your appointments are. They will just see that if you have something in that time frame that you are either free, busy, tentative, or out of office. Just a note, if you're like me where you have your daily tasks in your calendar, those for me may not necessarily mean that I can't have a meeting at that time. However, if somebody has access to my calendar, it's still going to show me as being busy. So just be kind of mindful of that sometimes when it says we're busy, we're not really busy, right? Wink, wink. But what you would do is you would send off that request, clicking the send button, that would go off. And then Heather would have access to my calendar, and vice versa. She would get a prompt that would ask her to allow me to see her calendar, and based on whether she says yes or no, that would come back to me. But once that's sent off and done, you'll come up to your calendar page, and now under your shared calendars, you'll see that I have access to Heather's as well. And hers pops up in the schedule section where mine was. So just that simple. Good tool for teams to be able to schedule things around each other. Very good tool when you are looking at proposing meetings for any groups that you belong to or any teams that you belong to. And as we'll go over in another episode, a very good function when you're doing a busy search in order to schedule a meeting. And there you have it, just a quick little tip and trick for the day. Hopefully you found it useful and you'll be using that from here on out. Until we meet again, please, 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 if you have any questions, comments, feedback, always feel free to hit us up at odr@safi.org. In the subject line, just put "now you know," and we'll try to get any requests in for any videos that may be out there. Until then, take care, guys. Have fun.